I'm proud to be Nigerian. I'm proud in Nigeria. I'm so confident in that our country is gonna be great someday. And it starts today for any big country to become great. It starts now. I probably just feel like a philosopher right now. Again to the Life of Issie. Today I'm so excited to be doing this video for you and with you because I'm going to be doing my top 5 favorite countries. My top 5 favorite countries. I love countries. I love seeing new things. I love experiencing new things. I just love talking and gaining knowledge and like teaching. I love teaching. Like my brother says I'm motherly, but I don't really think I'm motherly. So without further ado, let's begin. So I'm going to be starting from 5 to 1, not from 1 to 5, because I think that like kills the feeling of wanting to like even complete the video. So I'm definitely just going to be doing it from 5 to 1. I don't know if I'm holding this pen because this is my favorite pen. Lucky Cora is my favorite brand. I don't know why, but just like it. And it has almost finished, so definitely can get another one, but I don't know why I'm holding this pen. And now I've unscrewed the cap, so I just put that back on. And I'll drop it before any other thing happens to it because I don't know why. I'm just moving away from the subject. So let's just get back in the business. So you have a lot of countries to pick from. Which one will be your top 5? Number 5. Drum roll, please. USA, America. Like, America has to be on this list somehow, some way. They have to, because like they're one of the greatest countries apart from China. Yeah, they're on the same level, like kind of on the same level from what I've heard. They're kind of on the same level with China. So yeah, they have to like find their way on this list. So yeah, that's why they're my 5, because I don't know, if I had a 6, it'd definitely be Sydney, and I didn't want to move Sydney up because America has to be up. So Sydney is now below America. So let me tell you about America and tell you why I like it. So America, USA, is located in North America. Just in case you didn't know, there's North America and South America. This USA is located in North America. Okay, so their flag color is red, white, and blue. Like if you notice if you really pay attention, all the countries I'm going to be giving you in their flag, they have white or red. I think almost any country in this world has either white or red. Any country's flag in this world has either white or red in it, because usually it has white, and if it doesn't have white, it has red. If it doesn't have red, it has red. And it doesn't have purple or pink for some strange reason. If you noticed, pink is my favorite color. So we have pink, followed by red, followed by white, then we have purple, then we have yellow, then we have aqua, then we have lemon, then we have orange, then we have green, then we have gray, then we have like black, then we have that wine, and it's cyan, then wine. So yeah. Anyway, the color of America's flag is red, white, and blue. And it has 50 states. America has 50 states. USA has 50 states. The first president was George Washington. But I'm sure you already know that because as far as I can tell, he did like quite well for them. So George Washington was their first president. Okay, so the anthem and where the flag color and look design was different. So Star Spangled Banner is their anthem, the name of their anthem. I don't know their anthem exactly, but like I know the name, so that's an improvement. Anyways, their capital is what I thought was their capital is actually New York, but when doing this research, I found out it's not New York. The capital is Washington DC. Like I didn't know it was Washington DC because I rarely hear about Washington DC when I hear about America. But I know the White House is located there. I've never been to the White House, but I have read Michelle Obama and I've heard about the White House. And Michelle Obama writes really well, so I could like picture the White House, and there were pictures of the White House and inside the White House, so I can like picture everything together to form the White House. I don't know exactly how many rooms the White House has because she didn't mention it, and I didn't Google it yet, but I'll definitely try and get that. So yeah, I think it's because Washington DC was the capital that they had the White House there, because the White House was definitely supposed to be in the capital, not any other place that isn't Switzerland. So let's see. I forgot to tell you, like, if you didn't know, they had a civil war from 1861 to 1865. They had a civil war. So what I want to ask you now, and I have to get an answer in the comments below, is how does someone fight for 4 years straight? Don't they like rest, get tired of fighting, get tired of war? Well, it's a civil war. I mean, it's like they should have sorted it out easily, because if it was a war within another country, that one's like understandable. But it's going on for years, like World War, like it doesn't make any sense. Why do civil wars happen? And how do you fight for 4 years straight? It's like, does it make sense? So do you like rest, eat, sleep, go back to war, rest, eat, sleep, go back to war? Or like you just keep fighting the entire 4 years? Like, I don't understand how it makes sense. A war, from what I know, is supposed to last maybe 1 day, and then whatever happens. Maybe they go back and they come back the next day. Like in movies, it doesn't last that long. Although movies is 1 hour and a month isn't 1 hour. Movies are usually 1 hour and a month isn't 1 hour. So I just don't get it. How did the war go on for 4 years? I still don't understand though, but like you learn something new every day. So maybe one day I'll learn what happened. So I'm just doing straight lines in my jotter because I'm like jobless with this hand. Like this hand isn't doing as much as this hand is, because this hand is helping me hold my face up, because I don't know, I like putting it there so I can just relax. So this hand is like jobless, and this is my right hand. So that's why I'm able to do the lines onto my book. So let's see. Hollywood is where they have like their movies on, their TV, their shows, series, stuff like that. It's Hollywood. And like their main music, from what I know, is jazz. Like I love jazz. Jazz is so good. Like just calms you in like nice way. I have classic, jazz, and pop. This is my favorite music. Pop is first, followed by classic, followed by jazz, but at least jazz is third. Like my brother is mostly into rap, but like I'm not into rap, so like kind of different space, and he hates jazz. So yeah, they also like jazz in America a lot. Like most of the movies I watch, there's usually at least maybe a track or something that has jazz in it. So yeah, and I'll tell you something. Like America was the country who sent the first man to the moon, while Russia was the country who sent the first man in space. Most people always mix that up and say that Russia was the first man on the moon instead of Russia was the first man on space, and say America was the second. But America isn't the second, and we also want one thing. We also don't remember the second because, so says my mom, that we don't remember the second because when one person does it, the first person does it, it doesn't seem impossible anymore. So when another person does it, we'll be like, yeah, we've seen it happen before. Just move on with life. So yeah, that's why it isn't a big deal when the second person does it. But I think you should also at least give that second person like a sense of like, you did it too, and it's important that everyone is happy for what they did if it wasn't wrong. So I hope you understand what I just said, because I don't think I understand it. So we should probably just move on. And the first man on the moon was Neil Armstrong. That was his name, Neil Armstrong. He was an American sent by NASA in 1969. I want you to remember that. 1969, Neil Armstrong, sent by NASA, was the first man in the moon. I'm not a big fan of Chinese, you know. Like, They make a lot of things, but I'm not a really big fan of them. But I'm not a big fan of America either, but just America has to be on the list, so I'll at least give it last place. So next we'll definitely have our second thing. Can you guess what it is? Drum roll. Okay, this actually feels like when I play the piano, like yo, this don't go like ding 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 ding, and it go like 1 2 3, like do re mi fa sol la ti do ti la sol fa mi re do. Bum bum. I just better that topic because whenever I sing something, I usually end this with bum bum. So Canada is located in the same place America is located. Now I'm going to tell you, but I want to give you 10 seconds to remember where America is located, what I just said, because that means you were paying attention to what I was saying. And I like knowing that people are paying attention. So write in the comments below where Canada is. But pause this video first. So I'll give you 10 seconds to pause the video. Write in the comments below where Canada is, where America was. Don't go back yet. You can go back when I finish the video. Don't go back and find out where America was located. Or go to the internet. Remember, you should have paid attention. So now I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so you pause, probably come back now. And Canada is located in North America. Canada is located in North America. That's also where America is located. Like I said, there's South America and North America, but it's not located in South America, it's located in North America. So I would ask you guys a question. What does 10 provinces and 3 territories mean? Like when I was doing my research, they said Canada has 10 provinces and 3 territories. Okay, I have no clue what that means, so yeah, I'm gonna research it, but I also want you guys to find out what it is. And definitely like this video, subscribe, comment, watch, share, follow. Oh no, oh yes, follow. Okay, so you have the national anthem of Canada is Oh Canada. That's the national anthem of Canada. The national anthem is the beginning of their anthem. The name is the beginning of their anthem. Same thing as Nigeria, I write a complete trust. So yeah. Their flag color is red and white. Like I said, most of them on this list to have red and white. So this one is red and white. Only red and white. It has like a leaf drawn on it. That leaf is red and it has white in the middle and red on 2 sides. So yeah, I like Canada because I like its flag color, and the people there are really warm and friendly, and I hear also a good place to go sightseeing, because I don't know, just here. And they're definitely famous for their ice hockey because they love ice hockey like crazy. I don't understand why. Like the only 2 sports I like is tennis and swimming, but I can't blame them for liking something. Like some people don't like tennis, some people don't like swimming. I haven't swam in a really long time. The last time I swam, I was in grade 1. I stopped swimming because anytime I go to swim, I always come back sick. So I stopped doing swimming at clubs in school. I just started doing ballet and stuff. Like I stopped swimming. It was really sad, but my mom said she's gonna make me try and allow me to swim again. But if I get sick, I'll stop for a while. I don't know why I always catch a cold and then it turns into fever whenever I swim. Like I got a cold now, but it's just because of the weather. The weather has been like raining every Saturday these days. It's just been raining. So yeah. And the climate in Canada is also cold, which is a coincidence, like to that swimming and me catching. Like I think I got a cold now because my nose has been running for like since morning. So the climate in Canada is cold. I wouldn't say it's cold as Antarctica. It's not that cold as Antarctica, but it's really cold. So if you travel to Canada without a sweater, coat or something, that was a terrible mistake. It was a terrible idea. Terrible. Depending on when you go, and your summer doesn't last that long either. So it's usually cold or more to cold, but kind of room temperature. That. I also learned that room temperature means that like room temperature water, they call it room temperature water because it's depending on temperature of the room that the water will be. So yeah, that's why they call it room temperature water. So you learn something new every day, and I'm glad that was what I learned. Not today, but I think it was on Thursday. Not sure. Okay, so their first prime minister was, I think he has a really long name, so I'm gonna just call him Sir Alexander, but I'm just gonna tell his full name so you know. Sir John Alexander MacDonald, like McDonald, not the restaurant McDonald, not the brand McDonald. Sir John Alexander MacDonald. It's a really long name, so you could call him Sir Alexander. I would have just called him Alexander, but because of respect, I would add Sir Alexander. So Sir Alexander was their first prime minister. I also learned that they didn't have a president; they had a prime minister instead. So yeah, you learn something new every day. I learned most things for this week while I was doing my research. So, and he ruled from 1867 to 1891. Yeah, 1867 to 1891 was when he ruled. So the capital of Canada sounds a bit Yoruba. Like, I live in Nigeria, so I know how Yoruba speak. I'm gonna tell you in like a Yoruba tone. I'm not Yoruba, but like I live in Lagos, and that's like a Yoruba community. So Ottawa is how a Yoruba person would say it, but I think the correct pronunciation is Ottawa. It sounds like Yoruba, and the spelling doesn't really seem Canadian. And I still learned the Canadian and French, they speak English and French in Canada. They have the English speaking side and the French speaking side. So Ottawa is the capital of Canada. So that concludes it for my fourth favorite country. Now let's move to my third. Okay, so if you know the country I live in, then you definitely know my third is. Like, it just had to be on the list somewhere. It just had to. So my third favorite country is Nigeria, my born and bred country. I was born in Nigeria, never left Nigeria in my entire life, and I am 10 years old, and I love it here. Everything I know, I've learned, I've heard was from Nigeria. The things I researched about other countries, I learned them in Nigeria with the network from Nigeria, with the laptop, probably imported or I don't know, made in Nigeria. So Nigeria has made me who I am, taught me things I know, and like made me really aware of life. So I'm proud to be Nigerian. I'm proud in Nigeria. I'm so confident that our country is gonna be great someday. And it starts today for any big country to become great. It starts now. I probably just feel like a philosopher right now. I'm just peeling something off my book because I'm bored with this hand again. But I'll just focus on it. So I can probably just one offhand. Nigeria location is in Africa. It's in the west side of Africa. That's where the location of my country is, and the color of our flag is green and white. Green and white stands for peace and vegetation. And our TV media space is known as Nollywood, same as America is known as Hollywood, India is known as Bollywood. So we are known as Nollywood. Our population is the most populated country in Africa. Like, let me tell you something. Africa is the second biggest continent in the world, and we are the most populated country in that second biggest continent in the world. Like, that's a thing, and I'm proud of it. Definitely, I'm proud of it. So we're the most populated country in Africa, and our national anthem is "Arise, O Compatriot." And Arise, O Compatriot is our national anthem. Like, when I was doing homeschooling, I actually forgot our national anthem. I forgot some part of it, but now that I'm back in in-person school, I remember our national anthem. Like, I forgot it. I forgot a lot of things when I was doing homeschooling, but I'm glad I'm back in in-person school. So Nigeria is also known for one for two things. It's known for oil. Usually we export oil. That's one of our main. I think that is our main export. That's the thing we usually export. So oil. We also export cocoa and stuff like that. But oil is one of the most things we export. I don't know why, but I just feel like telling you something. Spaghetti and rice isn't made out of spaghetti cut to small chops. Spaghetti is made out of flour. Rice is planted. So like I found that out like lately. So I just let you know that. Like not lately. Maybe 7 years when I was 7 years old. I also let you know that rice is made out of spaghetti chopped into small pieces. It's not. It's made out of flour and some other mixtures. Okay, so we export cocoa and we also import a lot of other things. We're also known. The second thing we're known for is our craft. One of our main crafts is the Benin ivory marks. That's one of our most known crafts. I first saw the Benin ivory marks on my brother's textbook. I didn't know exactly what it was, so I looked into the textbook and found it. And I just started exploring through it and I found that it was something made by handcrafted, I think. I think it was handcrafted. And I also saw it in the Black Panther movie. That's the second place I saw it. And then I also saw it again when I was doing this research for Nigeria. And I wondering why I did any research for my country, but it's better to give accurate knowledge than knowledge that you think is accurate, but it ended up not being accurate. So, and our first president was Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. He was the first president of Nigeria after the colonial era. So I wasn't born there then. My parents weren't born then. I think my grandparents. Yeah, my grandfather was even a soldier in that time. So yeah, but he didn't rule. He was on the good side, not the bad side. I was a Christian. So our capital is actually Abuja. I also thought our capital was Lagos because Lagos is usually where most things happen. Our capital isn't Lagos, it's Abuja. Okay, next is my second favorite. My second favorite, you probably never guess this. Okay, I just want to stop because this position isn't really working for me anymore. So I just move the camera. Or maybe, I don't know. My bed is really comfortable at night, but in the day I just like sitting on my desk. Okay, I don't know how this is gonna work, but that is just wasn't comfortable and I couldn't break it anymore. So okay, let's continue. I was in my second favorite. So my second favorite country is England. I love England because England is so fancy. They have royalty, they use forks, they use knives, they're really prim and proper. And that's just why I love them, because they're just so classy. I just love it. I love it. Even though it's not my favorite country, I just love it. Same way I love my country. So England is my favorite country. My second favorite country. And the location of England is Europe. And the color of your flag is red and white. Like I said, it always has red or white if you noticed. And their first queen was Queen Victoria. I don't really have much to say about England, but their capital is London and they're famous for their houses and their buildings. Although I beg to differ with what I read. The clock tower looks like a point-headed square cylinder. If that's a building, if I go to England, I'll definitely check out for when I go to England, I'll definitely check out for their houses and buildings, how they look, because from the buildings or pictures I saw, they're a bit too overdoing it with those babies with wings, those statues with babies with wings. Doesn't make any sense to me. Makes sense to them, but doesn't make any sense to me. So I'll definitely check out for that. So yeah, I just remove that because it's just me. Just seeing the click. And then my first favorite my favorite country in all countries in the entire world is, you will never ever guess this one. If you even guess England, you're sure never guessing this one. My favorite country is definitely France. I love France because it has the Eiffel Tower, it has chocolate, it has, oh my god, it has Disneyland. Today when I was looking at the pictures of Disneyland in Paris is massive, it's humongous, it's huge, it's big. It was just, I just want to go there right now or right then when I was looking at the picture. It was just so beautiful. Like, you know, whenever you're watching Rapunzel, maybe Cinderella and some other Disney movies, there's this tower you see. They just made that tower again. In the beginning, there's this tower you see and then put Disney under, like in glass, kind of. They just made almost exactly that thing into real life. It's huge. It's just so beautiful. The mixture of that blue and white just makes it like a real castle. It's beautiful. It's just terrific. I loved it. So, France is located in Western Europe, same place as Britain, like how kind of the same place as America. So their national anthem, I just try and pronounce it with my book because La Maizilazis. I'm not sure the correct pronunciation, but I'll definitely check that out. I should definitely check that out too. But I'm just gonna read the spelling I have here to you. LAMAISEILLAISE. I read it again. LAMAISEILLAISE. So I'll check out the pronunciation, but for now I'll just pronounce it as La Maizilazis. And the capital of France is Paris. Paris is the capital of France. So Paris is the capital, probably because of that's where the Eiffel Tower and that triangle glass thingy is located. I just like glass. That's why I like seeing. I like glass and I love the Eiffel Tower. My friend said that, you know, the Eiffel Tower have 4 legs. My friend said that on one of the legs there's an elevator to the top. And when you get to that like first floor thingy, second floor, when the elevator stops there, if you come out, there's a like board here. And on the board you have tables, chairs, and it's a restaurant where you sell ice cream and stuff. You know, Paris is also known for chocolate. Chocolate is good. My friend, my cousin, kinda went to Paris. He brought back chocolate for us, and the chocolate there was delicious. I love Paris chocolate from my sister, and I would love to visit Paris, taste the chocolate, and definitely see the Eiffel Tower. Aside from any building in the world, in any building in Paris you can see the Eiffel Tower because it's in the middle and it's really tall. So I like to see that. Although when I saw the picture of the Eiffel Tower, it looked like it was a bit slanty, like a bit lean. So I'm not really sure. And it's known for Eiffel Tower and chocolate, and Disneyland, famous for Eiffel Tower. And the current president of France is Emmanuel Macron. Red, white, and blue is the color of their flag. So that brings us to the end of this video. Like, I had too much fun, but I'm exhausted from talking. Like, my saliva is almost finished. Like, I don't have a nap, but I have work to do. So that brings us to the end of this video. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, follow, share. Oh no, that's not it. Like, subscribe, share, comment without follow. But you can also follow, but that's basically subscribing and liking too. So yes, that brings us to the end of the video. I'll see you in another video, and well, I just can't wait to see you again. I just love doing this video. Like, it's so fun for me. But before I start bringing you to any other topic, I should definitely just let you guys go and see ya.